So hi everyone, in this video I will show you how I have been using Obsidian for my UPSC exam preparation and how you can use it as well. I hope there is no background noise, but if it is there, so please ignore it. The thing is that currently it might be, when you are first time looking at the screen, it might feel something very alien and something very overwhelming. So to avoid this feeling on your end, let us create a new vault from scratch. You can, when you will install Obsidian, this screen will show up when you will first open the app. Let's create a new vault. Let's name it test for YouTube. I have selected a folder here and now I'll create it. So this is what will look like to you when you'll first open your Obsidian app. If you are switching to Obsidian from OneNote or maybe some other app, you can check this importer out and figure out how to import your notes, pre-existing notes from some other app to Obsidian if you want to save your time and mainstream your workflow at one place. Let us just go ahead and delete this. So before going ahead, let us figure out the two ways, or let's say three ways, that you can organize your Obsidian vault, right? First way is folders. This is how it works for any other note-taking app. How it works is you just click on this icon, which is new folder, or you can right click here to create a new folder for, let's say, GS1. Here it is, it's the folder, and let's create a new note here. For example, history. Or let us create a new folder here altogether, which is geography. And in here, let's create a new folder called geomorphology. So this is one way that you can organize your notes, but this is how it works in every other note-taking app, right? Let's create a random note here. For example, what is the part of geomorphology? Let's say rocks, right? Let's say rocks. So this is a note, and now you can write whatever you want. Like, this is just an example, right? You do not need to create such minute notes for rocks and everything. So yeah, this is one way. This is how you can do it. Let's create another. To simplify it, let's create a GS2 so that you can understand it better. And now in this, you can just click on new note and you can create any new note. For example, historical background, right? Now you write anything here. That is it. This is how easy it is, right? Now, this is one way of doing it. Second way of doing it is link first. What do I mean by link first? In Obsidian, how it works is you can type anything, right? Anything, I mean anything, take it like anything here, right? Now, if you just select it and add this, so it creates a link. And if you click on this link, it creates a note out of this link. Did you understand? And when you go to the graph, it shows you this link, the random note we created, connected with ways of organization connected with our random notes. This is how the link system works. See, this graph that you are seeing on your screen is irrelevant because this is not at all understandable when your graph grows to something like this, right? This is not at all useful. This is just a cool way to showcase your toxic productivity that you are into. So do not fall into this. You keep it very focused. This graph will automatically build itself. So now what I mean by link first organization is you are as you can see here, we have two folders, GS1 and GS2. Instead of folders, what we can do is we create a new note called GS1, and here you can paste your syllabus, right? For example, so for this video, I have just taken any random syllabus I could find, right? Don't I would suggest you, if you are doing it this way, so please copy paste the syllabus from the original notification. It is due to the paucity of time and a trial note it is. That is why I'm showing you like this. But I would totally recommend you to go to the official notification of UPSC and copy that exact text in syllabus and paste it here so that you can ensure that you are not missing something or there is not error anywhere. So yeah, this is, for example, syllabus, right? Now what I'll do is I'll click here and I'll add these two brackets. I'll click on the other side and I'll add these two brackets. And if I click here, it will create me a new note. How easy it was. Let's do one very important setting. If you are doing it link first, right? You have to go to files and links. You have to select default location for new notes. In here, you have to select in a folder specified below. Let's create a folder for our notes. Let's say notes. This is also how I organize it myself. So you can create a folder called in a folder specified below. Let's select notes in here. This is the same folder that we just created. So come back and click on new folder here again. Click on media. Right? Because whenever you will paste a screenshot or an audio clip or anything, a video, GIF, anything you paste here, it will move to this media folder. For that, you have to come to settings, files and links, and you have to select in the folder specified below. Here you have to select notes/media that we just created. So now let us say we'll create a new note here, just this. You can see it automatically was created inside this notes folder. So if you are doing it notes first, what will happen is all your notes across the papers will go into the same folder, and in order to navigate through it, you will use a different note, which is kind of, you can consider it as an index, right? You are practically speaking making an index of your notes and putting all those notes into a single folder. It is basically also how our physical textbooks work. All your notes are in a single textbook copy pages of the copy, and the front page is index. So that is the same thing that is going on here. So to make it easier for you to understand, let's create a new file note, and you can just type this two brackets here. It will automatically give you options if you want to link other note, or you can just type a new note. For example, let's create a note named RK, or let's say new note. Yeah, let's create a note named new note. If it's not there, you can just press enter and you can control plus click here, so it will create the new note. And if we see in the folders, new note is already in the folder. Let's paste some screenshot here. Let's say I'll paste a screenshot of Discord in this. So if I paste a screenshot here, I can see the screenshot is here, and it's already automatically pasted inside the media folder. So what is going to happen is whenever you want to create a new note, and if you want to create let's suppose you are trying to create a note for literature, you can just select it here, select it like this, press that square bracket key on your keyboard twice, and it will automatically create a link out of it. Now you just control plus click here, and it will create the literature note, and it's all automatically created inside the notes folder. So this is the second way. I'll give you a quick summary so that you can understand, and for that, let me clear it up. So there are two ways we can organize our notes. One is folder, that you basically know yourself. Second is link first. In order to set up the link first thing, you have to create a folder here called notes. Second, you click on this folder, you create a new folder here called media, right? Come to settings, files and appearance, files and links. Yeah, in this you select the notes folder to create new notes folder to create new notes in. Select notes, attachment folder path, select notes/media, which we just created. Now whenever you create a link here, the link will automatically be converted into a note and will be put inside the folder that we have just specified in the settings automatically. These are the two ways that you can organize your notes, right? The third way, which a lot of people have been using recently, is called Notebook Navigator. And for that, you have to go to settings and turn on community plugins. And you go to browse. You type here Notebook Navigator. This is the third way, by the way. This is the third way, Notebook Navigator. The purpose of this plugin is to simplify the UI for normal users, which is the majority of the people, right? You can watch this video to understand how the Notebook Navigator works. I'll just skip it for now. Let's come here to the Notebook Navigator. Once you install the plugin, right, if you are doing it the Notebook Navigator way, you click here, the icon of Notebook Navigator, you drag and drop it to first, and here it is. Now it is exactly like any other note-taking app. You do it link first, folder first. You can do the same thing here. It is just a better UI and a lot more features. Like you can see calendar here, and you can hide and hide folders, tags, and everything. You can reorder the folders, like which folder to show up first, which to later, which to after that, hierarchically, etc. So you can just do the same thing with this plugin, which enhances the UI a little bit. So all of this aside, I would suggest you, if you are trying to create a new vault, I would suggest you, if you want to keep it very simple, just do the link first way, because that's what I like as well, and that's how Obsidian is meant to be used. Just do this, create a new folder called notes, create another folder called media inside the notes folder, and close it. Go to settings, in the files and links, select notes in the first one, notes/media in the second one. Now whenever you create a new note, right, let's say GS1, you paste the syllabus here, and you let's say historical, let's say modern history. You see the link is created, but no note does not exist. So what can be done is, if you hold Control on your keyboard and click on this, a modern history note will be automatically created. And you can see it's not here because it automatically is organized inside the notes folder. Now, if you do not want to do even this, there is one more way, that is called Obsidian Bases. And how that works is, you can just come here and click on create new base, and what base basically does is, it lists all your files in your complete Obsidian vault. Vault is basically a fancy name for a new folder. You can see all your files at one place. Now here you can name your base anything. I'll name it GS1 for now. Now what you can do is, you can go to filters, and you can go to all views or this view, whatever you want to do. You can select filter. What is my filter? Let's say I want file name contains any of GS1. As soon as I click it, it's showing me GS1 and GS1.base. Let's remove the base thing. So let's add one more filter, and let's say file name contains any of .base. Okay, does not contain any of, yeah. So base is hidden, so now it's just GS1. So this is another way that you can organize. So yeah, these were the basics. Now let me show you how I have organized my vault. This is the new vault that I have been developing. For instance, the blue color notes that you are able to see on the screen are my Anki cards, which I sync across from my Anki to Obsidian, so that I can link them to my monthly magazine notes or my mains notes when I'm trying to create note here, so that I do not have to write those again. For example, let me show you the monthly magazine notes that I have made. For example, let's say science and tech. You can see this is my monthly magazine note. Let me open it in a new tab. So this is my monthly magazine note. What I have done is, you can see here I have added this refer new nuclear fission card, and you can also see that I have on the graph on the right side, I have linked 4 Anki cards with this note. Why I have done so? Because let's say this is the Artemis 2 mission, right? It was a new current event, so I did not know, so I made a full note about it. It's basically a short note that I have made from Vision IAS monthly magazine. You can do it in OneNote as well, but I'm showing it to you that if you want to do it in Obsidian, how you can do it, and how you can actually use Obsidian for the way it is supposed to be used. So let's say nuclear energy in India. So what is the related concept that I had studied earlier? It was nuclear fission, right? And I was unable to recall what it is. So instead of instead of writing everything down here again from the monthly magazine, which had the content on what is nuclear fission, etc., I just added a link to my nuclear fission card. And how I did that is that I, for suppose I'm editing this, so I'll create a new bullet point and I'll just type this double bracket and I can type anything here. For example, let's say nuclear. These are various cards that I had made earlier. I can link anything, like for example, application of nuclear science and tech. Let's link it here. Let's see which card it opens. Okay, yeah, this is the card. It's a card that I had made earlier. I don't want to link it here though, but let's delete it from here. So this is a way I make my monthly magazine notes. Now coming to how do I revise it? So for that I have, before continuing further, this is one of the notes that I have made in Obsidian. Like my complete preparation is either on Anki or on Obsidian, and I'm just showing you. And from here onwards, I'm trying to show you how I have been using Obsidian, so that once you are thorough with the basics, once you know what all is possible in this app, you can do your own hit and trials. You can, try a lot of things, see what works for you, what does not work for you. The possibilities are a lot, and I'll show you all the possibilities. Now it is up to you for how much you want to utilize it and how much you want to use it. So for example, this is my monthly magazine notes, and now monthly magazine note that I have made, and now I want to memorize it, right? Originally the monthly magazine is like 100 pages. I have condensed it in 11 pages, right? Because I have already given a prelims earlier, which I failed unfortunately, but I know basics of everything. So let's say I want to memorize it. So for that I have created a community plugin called Echo Recall. You can see it's created by me, myself. If you go to search, you will find this plugin. You install it and you go to any note that you want to memorize. You can just click on the echo button on the top right. And before continuing, let me also tell you which themes I like. The current one I'm using is soft paper. You can find it on the appearance themes browser. The default is this, right? This is the other themes that I use. Soft paper is my current favorite theme because it's very focused and I like it a lot. You can see this is this is the theme in light mode. And how this bar comes is if you press Control plus P on your keyboard. Control plus P. P for parrot, that P, yeah. Control plus P, if you press it, you can type here anything. Theme, you can type dark and light mode, you can press it here and it changes it, anything. So yeah, you can, the idea of Obsidian is that you are trying to minimize the use of your mouse as much as possible so that you can get into the groove and get into the flow state. Just use your keyboard, just use your copy and pen, and just memorize everything, you organize everything, all of it automated, most of it at least. Yeah, so let's say I want to memorize this, right? So I told you about the Echo Recall plugin. You can install it, and if you click on Echo, it automatically breaks down the content into chunks. Let's say next. Okay, so you can see it has automatically created blank spaces, and now it has created even more blank spaces. Let's say, okay, if I cannot recall, I can go back. If I can, it's good. So this is the way you can do it. And let's say let's say it says what is Artemis mission? NASA's crewed lunar, it should be flyby no landing mission under Artemis program. NASA's crewed lunar flyby mission under Artemis program. What is Artemis mission? NASA's crewed lunar no fly, whatever it is, or Orion spacecraft. And what was it? Scientific experiments. Okay, yeah, these are the health monitoring, microgravity, health in microgravity, deep increased radiation. Yeah, so NASA's crewed low lunar flyby mission and Artemis under whatever. Yeah, so this is the way you can try to recall stuff. This is one way. You do not need to be very precise here, but as precise as you can. It just helps you. It is like the way we used to do in our schools, that you hide stuff and then you try to memorize it. So you click on next chunk. Next, let me complete the note. here it is. My goal is that before my exam deadline arrives, that is, if I am trying to give a mock test, I can select a deadline here for that mock test. And before that, I have to make sure that whatever notes I have to have all of them marked as easy or at least moderate. None of those notes should be marked as hard, because then I will not be able to recall it in the exam when I'm writing the answer. Though for prelims, I'm using Anki, but let's see. So coming back to my showcase, coming back to the whole vault that I have built over the past 15 months. So this is basically my third vault that I have built. I have built another two vault. This is the vault. This is the vault which is hosted on my website. So there is a tool called Quartz which you can use to publish your Obsidian vault as a website. Let me show you guys the website that I have built. If you go to Google and if you write sachil.versal.app, you will able to see the website that I have. Let us open it. You can see it is as it is copy pasted from the vault that I have. The same website, even with the graph view. I have created a separate blog vault which I have hosted as my personal blog, so you can do it as well. So the other vault that I created earlier, it was before my prelims 2026, where it was organized differently. This is the first organization that I did. It was a combination of links as well as bases. And let me switch to dark light mode so that you can see it better. So you can see these are my notes. I had this for GS1. You can see you can create it like this. I had this template. So this is the way I organized it before prelims, but now I have abandoned this vault because it is very cluttered and I did not organize it well. This was the second way I was using it. I just had a master base for everything. I would just dump notes at once. Like I just create a note here, test for YouTube, and you can see it is showing up here. So the idea of this particular vault style was that I could just create anything and it will be automatically organized, and whenever I want to refer to it, I'll just use the search bar and I'll find that, for example, Lakshmikant. You can see I found my Lakshmikant question here. So instead of using folders or links or anything, I just created this base, right? How do you create base? As I told you, you can just click on the here, the base, I create a new base icon. You can click on create new base and it will create a base which will show all your files. Then you can filter out stuff, and this is how something that you can come up with. So there's some things that you have to figure out on yourself. How do you figure it out? Let me tell you a YouTube channel that you can use. So this is a very good YouTube channel that you can use in order to learn how Obsidian works. Right, you can watch his videos, so you can go to his shorts and see whether Obsidian is for you or not, or if you want to stick to your default app that you are using already. Apart from that, let me show you other stuff. I have this plan of mine also, here, which I will not show further. I have this brain dump where it is a base where whenever I'm, tensed about something, or something is bothering me, I'll just go there and dump everything down. It's like a journal. And how I do it is I have this template. You can see these are some questions that I have to ask to myself whenever I am stressed or overwhelmed about something. I'll just go there, I'll write down here without any structure. I would totally suggest you that if you want, you can use these questions for yourself as well. These are some questions that I have come up with after a lot of trial and errors. So you can see I have this mentality, I have these yeah, whatever, you can see this. So this is just that, something that inspires me, so I have it there. It has a lot of things. Coming to anti-gravity output, now this is something that is really fascinating and you should totally check out. As I told you, what is anti-gravity, what is Claude code, all of that, You might have heard this term that using Obsidian as your second brain. How it works is, as we, you remember that we created our vault in the beginning, and when we were creating it, we saw this interface. From here, we selected our, when we were creating it, we picked up a location. So we created this test for YouTube Note. So if you go to this folder, right, you can simply just select this folder in your Claude code or Gemini Antigravity. Like for example, I have this Obsidian second brain by setup, which is my own vault. Let's say once you have connected your Obsidian vault like this, you can select anything. You can rename it to make it look good. Another vault. You can rename it. So what I have done is I have connected my Obsidian vault to Antigravity, which is by Google. You can use Claude Code or any other you want to use. I have selected it. So what it does is it goes through my vault. My vault has a file which is called, let me show you the files that I have. So I have this folder which is called AGY, and here I have everything about me which I want to share with AI in order to guide me better. The plan I had made for my UPSC, the books I am using, the strategy I have, any other advice, very in very much detailed, by the way. And structure report is basically that I asked the AI to scan my vault completely, each and every node that I have, and use the structure report in order to personalize the output for me. So let us take an example. Let's type here something. Write, let's say, give me 3 anecdotes for essay for the topic power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. I have configured it in a way that whatever it generates as output, what it will do is it will show up here in this base, and you can see this is the output. The ring of chives is whatever it's pronounced as. So yeah, this is the second narrative framework. How will I use it? Use in the body paragraph to show that corruption is not merely financial greed. Okay. Most dangerous corruption is intellectual and ideological hubris, the belief that one has a monopoly on truth, justifying use of any means to achieve a noble end. Okay. Maximilian Robespierre, French Revolution, the ideological corruption of the incorruptible. Okay. What's the third? The Stanford Prison Experiment, 1971. Systematic corruption of power. Where does it fit? In the vocabulary and codes. Okay. Situational versus depositional evil. How do I use this? Ideal for arguing that power corruption is not just about bad apples, but bad barrels. Okay, corrupting systems. Wow, so this is giving me really good insights and data. So it's basically that apart from its own knowledge, it's also using my own notes, which I have from various coaching institutes material, which I have organized here in this reference material. Like these are Madhav Agarwal sir's notes. These are Rishabh Chaudhary sir's notes. These are X Factor notes, test series that I have taken, Think IAS notes, which I'm enrolled in, Vision WAM, Sleepy Classic Geography notes. Whatever the sources that I'm using, I have it here. So when AI is giving me output, it is already using all of these sources without me using it, and it saves me a lot of time. It is very accurate, and it basically teaches you application of your own knowledge. So this is the way you can use the second brain thing. So I have these notes that I have made from various lectures that I have taken. You can see, for example, I condemn piracy. These are all the things that I have done manually. It's nothing pirated for the most part. It's all, like, for example, this is Forum IS lectures that are freely available on YouTube. I have created notes with the help of AI. So this is the way. These I have already shown you my monthly magazine notes. As for Anki cards, these are my Anki cards, right, in my Obsidian itself. So, and these are my Anki cards that I have also imported in my Obsidian so that I can link, as I already told you. And how did I do this? For this, I have made my own plugin. If you go to, if you go to your Google search and type Obsidian Sync Differential, you will find my plugin here, Anki Web, the first website, and this is the plugin. You can just install it and you can see the positive reviews and everything. This is my own plugin, completely free. You can download this and everything you need to know is there here documented. Apart from that, yeah, that is pretty much it. Now coming to how I have made notes is, for example, GS4. Let's see, right? So this is the way I have made notes. I have transferred all of the Civil's Daily micro themes to my Obsidian, and I have made it like this so that I can select anything like this. For instance, let's go to any other topic, like second topic. I can select it like this. I can create a link out of it, and now I can just click here. So it creates a note and it automatically links it with GS4. So you can see my GS4 note is connected to the GS4 topic 1, which is ethics and human interface, then human values, and then the other things, right? How is it connected to power corrupt as anecdotes? Okay. So it was basically, it automatically linked the knowledge to GS4. I was not aware of. So yeah, this is pretty much all of what you need to know about Obsidian, how I use it. This is the way you can use it, and you can create these checkboxes for your, the possibilities are endless. It's up to your own creativity that what you want to do with it. For backup, what I do is I use Git plugin. There's a plugin called Git. This is the plugin that I use. It automatically backs up my complete vault every minute to GitHub so that it's always safe and secure. It also creates a local backup every 5 minutes in my external hard disk, and I use SyncThing, which is an external utility. This, right? So I use this to sync my vault across my iPad, iPhone, and computer. Let the rank come first. एक बार मेरा रैंक आ जाए फिर मैं अपने सारे नोट सारे एंकीडेक सब कुछ डाल दूंगा. So let's see what happens. Please pray for me, and yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, so make use of it, and I hope whatever you want to achieve in life, you achieve it. And thank you so much for watching till here.